everyone, thank you for joining me for another video. Today's video, I will be explaining all of the categories in my binders. We're gonna jump right into this video because I have quite a few binders to get through. Some of them are self-explanatory. I'm going to maybe explain why I'm saving for those. You know, like the generic ones like Christmas, Halloween, Easter, whatever it is, those are kind of like, they're just holidays. I feel everyone saves for those in their own way. But yeah, so I'm just gonna start with my holiday and birthday binder, and we will just go from there. So the first one is Christmas. Again, it's like self-explanatory, but so as to why I save for Christmas, I guess everybody has their, own reasons, but for, the basic reasons, I want to get gifts for everybody. Last year was a very complicated year for us. We were moving into a new apartment, so I'm over budgeting for this one because last year we under budgeted a lot and it wasn't a good feeling because we were very stressed on having to buy gifts for everybody and moving expenses and stuff like that. So it was a difficult time. So that's why I save for Christmas, just to over budget. If we have extra money, we just either put in savings or we just stuff our binders again. Halloween. This year, we are saving for my parents to come with us to Horror Nights. And if you know, Horror Nights tickets are not cheap whatsoever, especially if you want the fast lanes, and which is what we're going for. I love my parents so much, and they're not always going to be here. So I want to spend as much time with them as possible. So that's why we're saving for Halloween. We made that decision last year, and I'm so grateful that my boyfriend is on board with it, and he's just so great. But yeah, that's why we're saving for Halloween. Mom, Dad, if you're watching this, please fast forward this part. But it is a surprise. They don't know. So yeah, that's gonna suck if they see this part of the video. But yeah, so that's why we're saving for Halloween. Mother's Day and Father's Day, basic reasons. I just want to celebrate my mom and my dad. We try to save enough for Mother's Day to take our moms out for brunch or breakfast, dinner, whatever it is, or get their nails done or something to celebrate our moms. We try to save around $250 to $300 every year. It varies. So everyone's amounts are different. So that's how much we try to save up for. Father's Day is a little difficult. My dad's birthday is in the same month, so we try to save up maybe just to have like a barbecue or a gift card or something small, because for his birthday we do go all out. So yeah, that's Father's Day. Birthdays, I am very passionate about birthdays. I truly believe that everyone who's watching this, you all deserve one day to celebrate you. You genuinely do. We have 365 days of the year, and in all those days you are working, hustling, you're doing whatever it is that you do on a day-to-day basis. You have one day to celebrate you, and I will do anything for someone to make them feel special on their birthday. So I have created these envelopes for every single person in our family so we can make them feel special. So this one is my boyfriend's mom, my dad, my brother, my mom, and my boyfriend's sister. I know they're all jumbled, but they're all in order, like from the date. So from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Now we only save around $200 for each person, $100 for me and $100 for my boyfriend. Now we only save that much because I feel like it's more of a cushion. So let's just say we end up taking my dad out for his birthday. And usually with my whole family, it's like 4 or 5 people and the bill comes out to about $400, and we only have $200 saved. it's not meant to cover the whole bill. I mean, everyone saves differently. So you can save for the whole bill. You can save for just yourself, like your portion, but we like to put in as much as possible. So even if the bill comes out to $400, this money is just cushion money. So at least you have partial money. And we're not just pulling money out of nowhere and panicking and being like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Or how are we going to afford it? Or whatever it is. Or oh, now we have to use our debit cards or put it on a credit card or whatever. This money is cushioned. So that way, you know, we have the money. Let's say he wants to do a barbecue and it's much more chill and it's not something that's more expensive. Again, that $200 is there. So we can have a barbecue, or we can buy him a present and buy food for the barbecue. So it all depends on what he wants to do. So yeah, that's how we do birthdays. But regardless what it is, we do something, whether it's a gift or whether we just go to dinner. I will do anything to make that person feel special. And that goes for anybody, not just my family. So the next one is my home binder. Let's see. So the first one is groceries. Groceries, we do all of our shopping online now. We don't do it. I used to stuff them by week, but I don't do that anymore. It was just so much to be taking out. So now we do it online. This money is just for little things. Like if I'm on my way home and I need to grab something or whatever it is, I'll reach into this binder. Into this envelope and grab money from there. Same thing with my boyfriend. Water. This isn't our water bill. I got a DM asking if that's my water bill for that envelope, and it's not. So my water envelope is for those. We have those refillable blue jugs for a water dispenser in our kitchen, and this is what that's for. So each of those jugs is like 75 cents, but it takes dollar bills, the machine. So we just like to have ones in here so we can pull when we're ready to refill the water bottles. It's just easier, like instead of going to the bank. Credit card, kind of self-explanatory, is just to pay off a credit card that we racked up when we were moving. Travel, vacations, days off from work, or whatever it is. If we're going somewhere big, should cover all the travel expenses. Costco, any Costco trips that we may have. Household is for anything in the house. Looking around, I'm trying to look for something. Let's say we need a chair, or we needed a computer chair the other month, or we need new blankets, new pillow sheets, whatever it is for household. I made a mistake with this one. I went to Home Goods and I spent like $300 thinking I had more in this envelope than I already did. And I had done a cash unstuffing and I completely just forgot that I did the cash unstuffing, so I didn't have money in here. So now this money is just to pay me back. But we're almost done with it, so we'll be saving for it again. But we've been taking a break on this envelope because rule of thumb, always check your envelopes before you go to the store, or take your envelopes with you. Toiletries, just, basic toiletries. My toiletries envelope has gift cards in them. So Target has this sale where you spend $40 and you get a $10 gift card. Last time I went, the cashier was very nice and let us do 3 separate transactions. That's why we have these gift cards in there. So the next time we go, it's not specifically for toiletries. I just put this in here just because that's where we went to get them. Last time I had them in this, in this little pocket, but it didn't really look cute. So I just, I just didn't leave them in there. Eating out, your basic, eating out. Date night. Medical for any co-pays, emergencies. Regular checkups are different from emergency room expenses. So this is basically for any emergency room expenses, prescriptions, or doctor's appointments, stuff like that, that involves the copay. That's what this envelope is for. So we're never having to pay out of pocket kind of thing. Emergency, I'm going to be saying, redoing this one to say savings, because this isn't really like an emergency fund. It's just like a savings fund. These just represent what's in the bank. It's not like an emergency, but it's just, yeah, I just don't like this as emergency. I'm going to be changing that to savings because I just wanted to represent what we have in our savings. Under the weather, this envelope I created last year because it's basically for whenever you're sick, medicine, straight up just medicine, NyQuil, DayQuil, whatever it is that you need for when you're sick, Theraflu. Last year, me and my boyfriend got very sick. I had COVID, he didn't. And so he went to the store and bought at least like $100 worth of medicine because all the medicine we had was basically bad. We had it forever and I guess we didn't check it and some of it was empty or we just didn't have any. So I dedicated an envelope specifically for when you are sick. Or not you, I'm sorry, when we are sick. And I think everyone should have one. I think it's $50 to $100 is like a safe number. So we're trying to get to 100 and then I'll stop with that one. Massages, self-explanatory. We just like to treat ourselves every now and then. Same thing with concerts. We enjoy going to concerts. This is more like spending money. Or, I mean, if we save enough, we can buy tickets with it, but it's mainly save and spending money. Nespresso pots, we gotta have our coffee. Starbucks, we have to have coffee that other people make us. It's great. I'm obsessed with Starbucks. And this empty envelope is decor. I pull this one out all the time. Shame, I know. It just, I can't help it. I see a plant and I have to buy it. Like, even if it's like a $3 plant, like, I have to buy it. Have you been to the dollar section at Target? They have some really good stuff. And this envelope never gets past $20 because I just always take it out. It's so bad. And that is it for my home binder. We are going into, let's do my high priority binder. Ooh. So my high priority binder are envelopes that represent expenses that you just cannot ignore. And they come around every single year and there's absolutely no stopping them. There's something that is expected, something that I save for to make sure that I have it and I don't stress about it when the time comes. So for instance, we're just gonna bypass gas. It's in here just because gas is gas. Guys, we need gas. I need gas to get to work. I need gas to get to the grocery store. I need gas to get everywhere. So that is a high priority. It always gets stuffed. It has to get stuffed. I envy people that don't have to, or that work from home or whatever, because they just don't have to stuff for gas. But because gas can fluctuate and it's just, gas is gas. Extra debt. This one is in here because if I have an extra $20, $10, $15, I just stuff it and put it in there, and then I put it towards, right now I'm working on my car loan. So once this reaches $100, $500, whatever it is, like a whole number, like, no, well, not like a whole number, like a big number, I will go and make the extra payment. Car expenses. When you have a flat tire, oil changes, windshield wipers, anything that has to do with your car, this is a big one. This never stops. No matter what my paycheck is, I will always stuff this envelope. You just never know what will happen to your car. And if I'm stranded somewhere and I'm gonna need money for my car, I can never ever skip this one. And whether it's $20, $10, $5, $30, whatever it is, it's getting stuffed because I've been places where, no lies. I've been in a car where the car breaks down and I'm on the freeway and it costs like $200 to tow it, $500 for whatever damage. And it sucks when you're in a bind and you don't have money for your car. So that's what this one's for. Car registration. If you have a car, you know your registration comes every single year. This is one I will never stop stuffing every year. This is one of my OGs. It's been with me since when I first started cash stuffing. I think I was 18 when I first thought about creating a car registration envelope. because I was 18 and broke, and I was a server, I'm sorry, and I just didn't have money for my car registration. And my mom was like, yeah, the registration comes every year. And I was like, what? Every year? Like, God, that sucks. And so I just divided the amount of my car registration by a whole year. And every time I would serve through my tips, I would just put $20 aside, $20 aside. Eventually, I just started putting it in a white envelope, and then obviously we graduated. But it started like that. This was like my OG one. And then from then on, the car expenses was born, and then gas was born, and all these other envelopes were born because I realized these are expenses that, guys, they just don't stop. Like, your registration's not going to stop. Like, they don't care if, you have a big check, small check, they're going to bill you. So yeah, I always stuff this one. Taxes. Oh, this is another one. This is a huge one. This one never will not get stuffed. Again, no matter how big or small the paycheck is, it will always get stuffed. There are years where I've owed. There are years where I'm getting back money. There are years where I just don't know if I'll be able to even pay the fee it is to file the taxes. Back when I was like 18, 19, it sucked. So this one was a big one for me, and it's always just been an envelope I have to have. So I would always recommend everyone to have a taxes envelope. Just take the amount that you have, like the fee that you get, and divide that by 6 months, 7 months, whatever it is, and you'll have that $200-$300 or whatever it is that you pay in no time, and you'll have it covered. It's an envelope I am grateful to have because I just can't not have it. Emergency is like my savings fund. I have a different amount in my savings, but I'm trying to work on building an emergency fund. I did have this filled a couple years ago, and then I had to pull it out for something, I think when COVID hit. So now I'm working on rebuilding it. Contacts and glasses. Woo, if you know, you know. I am team I cannot see without my glasses or contacts. I have such bad vision, so every year I save for a new pair of contacts and a new pair of glasses, because and it's expensive. So this is another one I cannot live without. I need to have this envelope. I've saved up quite a bit, so the last few cash stuffing I haven't been putting it in here, but once I go to the optometrist and empty this out, I'm gonna start again. Bella and Nala are my cats. They are just my world. I love them so much. This is for their food, for basically that, and their litter. So just food and litter, toys, whatever it is that I see and I think it's cute, I get it for them. Or it's mainly for food and litter, guys. It's kind of it. They have a bunch of toys, but that's just what that's for. Pet emergencies. This is also a big one if you're a pet owner. I recommend you making an envelope like this. You just never know what will happen to your pets unexpectedly. I've had a lot of things happen to my cats in the past, and it's unexpected. You just never expect stuff to happen, and they're emergencies, and it's expensive, you guys, to take care of your pets. They're like children, so you gotta have that backup plan for them. So this is what that's for. ESA letter. My cats are registered emotional support animals, so I have to register them or renew their licenses every year. So that's what that one's for. Dentist. I save for any dentist expenses, teeth whitenings, anything that has to do related to the dentist. That's what this envelope's for. Invisalign. I just made this envelope, so I've had Invisalign for the past maybe 1.5 years or 2 years, and I'm at the end of my treatment, but they just told me that once you're at the end, they give you a year to keep up with your retainer, and the visits are free up until after the year. The retainer to replace it is $500, and I think you do have to replace it after a couple of years. So I know it's a ways away, but I already started saving for the $500 payment that I'm gonna have to make in like 3 years, because I don't want to have to deal with it in 3 years. So that's what that one's for. Costco membership, self-explanatory. Costco, bulk buys. I just, they have the best things at Costco, and you gotta have that envelope. I mean, all right. This is my low priority binder. Starting off with my family envelope. This is for whenever I want to get lunch or coffee with my mom, my brother, my dad, whoever it is. I save money on the side to cover for, the breakfast, the lunch, the dinner. Sometimes it doesn't cover everything, but again, it's just like a cushion. Spending money. I got this idea from my cousin. She gives herself a budget. I'm very bad at spending, you guys. I'm horrible. God, if I have it, I'll spend it. So my cousin said that she gives herself a certain amount a month, divides it into the weeks, and that's how much she gives herself. And if she goes over the 100, spends the money throughout the month, the catch is the next month you have to replenish it. So it's kind of like you gave yourself a loan and you're paying yourself back. So that's what my spending one is for. And I put the amount that I'm going to spend for that week in my wallet, so that way I can just spend that money and that money only. Treat myself. It's kind of like a mini savings if I want to buy something, or like on my birthday or something like that. I kind of want to make my birthday envelope so I can specifically save for my birthday, because I think treat myself and my birthday are completely different. Like, everybody watching this video, your birthday is your birthday, and you deserve to feel special on that birthday. So you know what? I just talked myself into making myself a my birthday envelope, because I should be spending on my birthday, and this is completely different. So I'll be making that envelope. These are my personal expenses. So again, a lot of these are going to be very given. So the nail salon, obviously, nails, please don't look at them. They're, obviously, you have no choice but to look at them. They're on the screen, but they need a fill. I desperately need a fill. So, obviously, nail salon. Beauty, anything that is makeup related, fragrance related, beauty. Just anything you can find in Ulta besides skincare. Skincare I save for separately, because skincare is expensive, and I love skincare. I think I invest more in skincare than makeup, because makeup I can use like an e.l.f. concealer, and skincare I will splurge on skincare, because I genuinely think skin is above makeup. Haircut, every 3 months I try to get a haircut, because my hair is long, but I like to keep it up by giving it a trim. Clothing, self-explanatory, any clothing I want to buy for myself. Projects. So this envelope is for anything I want to do around the apartment. So right now, as of the moment, I want to I want to make a Kobe wall for my boyfriend, an aesthetic looking one in our living room. So I'm saving for it. It only has $5. We're getting there. I think that I keep, every time I cash stuffing, I'm like, oh, I'll stuff that next time, I'll stuff it next time. I gotta get to it. So that's what that one's for. Any kind of projects I have around the apartment. So holidays. This one is my own personal holidays. So we celebrate little holidays. So National Boyfriend's Day, Valentine's Day, National Best Friends Day, stuff like that, like little things. That's what this envelope is for. They're like my own personal holidays. So it's not like Halloween, Christmas stuff. It's not like that. They're more like personal holidays, because those like National Boyfriend Day, that's a big one. If you have a boyfriend, like you know, make your boyfriend feel special. Buy him a gift card, take him out for some ice cream, whatever it is. I'm all about making people feel special. So even if it's National Best Friends Day, sending her a $5 gift card to Starbucks, that's a coffee cup right there. Well, maybe $6 because what is it? A tall now is now like $5.90 something. So maybe $6, but whatever it is, it's like personal holidays. So that's what that one is for. Special occasions is kind of like an unexpected expense for me at the same time as a special occasion. So for instance, my friend got a promotion at work, and to celebrate her, we went out to dinner, but at that time I didn't have this envelope. So I was kind of like, oh my God, where am I going to pull this money from? And obviously I had money in my checkings account because I always leave myself a buffer, but that's not money you really want to touch. Like I don't budget for that. So after that incident happened, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make an envelope for it. So I made an envelope for special occasions. So anytime someone gets a promotion, or if I think that's the only one. I can only think of that that example because it's just what happened to me. I was just kind of like, oh my God. And I mean, it worked out. I think I just pulled it out of treat myself because I was like, you know what? I deserve it. I'm punishing myself. So, that's where I'm not punishing myself as in going to dinner with her. I felt like that came out so wrong. Punish myself as in for like, I didn't save for it. So this is my fault. So this is what that envelope is for. Just, you know, unexpected expenses. But I call it special occasions because we are choosing to make it positive. Oops. Sorry. Gifts is an envelope for kind of, you know, your basic gifts. So weddings, baby showers, anniversaries, that's what this envelope is for. Whether it's my half or me and my boyfriend putting it together, that's what this envelope is for. We'll pull from this envelope when it's for like gift giving. Birthdays. So this envelope is for generic birthdays. So aunts, uncles, nieces, non-immediate family members, or coworkers. That's what this envelope is for. I'll pull from here, get them a gift card, get them a balloon, or get them whatever it is to make them feel special that day. Buy them lunch. So that's what this envelope is for. So I'm not swiping my card for to make someone feel special. I'm planning for it. Regardless of who it is, I'm planning for it. So that's that envelope. Gus's birthday. Gus is my boyfriend, so I specifically have this envelope for him because, well, he's my boyfriend. He does a lot for me, and I appreciate him in every single way possible. So I'm gonna make him feel special on this day. So I try to save as much as possible so we can do what he wants to do on his birthday. Alexa's birthday is one of my best friend's birthdays. I try to save at least $200 for this day, because Alexis is like a wild card. She's my sister. I love her. She's everything to me, but she can be really chill one year, but then the next year she can be like, let's go wild. So I was like, I'm definitely gonna save for this girl's birthday because I want to make sure that I can have a gift, balloons, and anything I can to make her feel special and make sure I'm there for whatever it is that she wants to do. I think 2 years ago, she just wanted to go to a bar, which was so much fun. And then the next year she wanted to go to Knott's, and I was like, oh my God. So I don't ever, it's kind of like everyone's different every single year what they want to do for their birthday. So I just want to make sure I have enough money to do what I want to do for her birthday. Last year I didn't have this envelope. I think I just had this birthday envelope, and I was just stuffing it, and she wanted to go to Knott's, and I didn't budget for it, but it was no big deal. I just paid for it, but I told myself then and there, I'm gonna make sure that I have everything set when it comes to my best friend. I'm gonna make sure that I have the money set aside for her because that girl's a wild card and I want to be able to keep up with her. Nick is my other best friend. So it's the same thing. So I just want to make sure I have enough to be able to spend the day with him wherever he wants to go. this year, I think we went to Disneyland for his birthday. And I didn't have this envelope either. I had the birthday envelope only, so I pulled from that envelope. But Nick's birthday, I just want to be able to be there for him. I want to be able to go wherever he wants to go, or buy him a gift and just make him feel special. So I'd make sure I have the money for it. Okay, Alexis's graduation. So this is my best friend's graduation. She is finally graduating from nursing school, and they're throwing her a graduation party. So any big event that comes up in my life, I immediately make an envelope for it. And if I don't immediately do it, something in my life either happens that teaches me a lesson, and then I make an envelope for it. So I've already learned that if something obviously big comes up, like her graduation, I want to be able to afford a gift, balloons, flowers, the whole shebang, because she's worked very hard and I'm super proud of her. So that's what this envelope is for. It's a temporary envelope. After this year, it'll be gone, and I accidentally ripped it because I manhandle everything in life. So that's that. Work expenses. This is just a work uniform envelope. At my job, we do get a work allowance. So I put the money in here whenever I need something for my uniform. I just pull from it. That is what that envelope's for, and that completes that binder. The next binder I have is my business binder. I do have a small business. The name of that business is Noteworthy Co. Oops, sorry. So Noteworthy Co. is my small business. We focus on budgeting, saving, planning, everything that's basically on this channel. I do sell these custom vellum envelopes, the dashboards, the teller slips, the cash trackers, everything that you see in the video, and the binders, I'm sorry, they're all from my small business. So if you get a chance, if you're interested, it's down below in the description bar. If not, that's okay too. So I do have an envelope for that. So Noteworthy Co. I pull from this anytime I need something for my business, whether it's paper or inventory or stuff like that. I also do have a business account, so I don't pull everything. This is just for small things. This is for my P.O. box. This is not the correct price. I just switched P.O. boxes, so but I am saving for the future P.O. box. Website domain, I do have a yearly payment on that. Canva. And I do have other envelopes coming soon. As for right now, it's only these 4. I'm putting everything on an annual payment. I think it would just make life so much easier to do it like that, and I think it's a little cheaper. So that is my business binder. This one is empty. I'll be real with you guys. I just like how it looks in the lineup, and eventually I know I will find a spot for it. It's just a beautiful binder, and I think it looks freaking gorgeous in this color scheme. So I'm leaving it there. This last one is my savings challenge binder. I'm obsessed with this color, you guys. It's a beautiful tan beigey color. Oh, I just love it so much. So this one has a bunch of random envelopes. It's my savings challenge binder, but it has a lot of randoms. So we're going to go through it very quickly. This is my custom initial dashboard. Again, you can find this on my website. So I collect old bills and star notes. I just started this a couple months ago, maybe back in January. I haven't been very successful, but you know, we're getting there. So old bills are basically old bills. Look at these bills, you guys. I will not zoom in, I'll lift up. Look at how beautiful. I am just obsessed with bills that look like this. I only have 2, but I want to get more. I love them so much. I think they look so cool. Yeah, my plan is I try to collect all of them, but these are the only 2 that I've kind of come across. Star notes. So if you know what star notes are, Star notes are bills that have this little bitty star right here. They are very tiny, but you can kind of see. See? They're so cute. I love them. I was going through bills one day and I was like, why do these ones have stars and the other ones don't? I looked them up and well, they're called star notes. So I started putting them in an envelope, and every time I find one, I get so excited and I just put it in here. And then as I'm watching YouTube videos of cash stuffers, there's a lot of people that collect star notes. Like, it's so cool. I didn't think that was a thing until I saw people doing it. And I'm like, it's really cool to see other people like collecting them, because I didn't know that it was such a thing. The next one is my 100 envelope challenge. This one is also sold on my website. So it looks like this. Sorry if there's a glare. I'm not even close to getting it done. We're slowly getting there. I'm kind of just want to finish it already. I think I'm at like $800. I'm such a ways away, but when I finish it, I know that it's gonna be so worth it. It's taking a while to get there. This is the $1 savings challenge. Again, I have this on my website. This is my design of it. I just like this one. I like to put the spare dollars in here. The next one is my $5 savings challenge. It's not my updated version. My business used to be called the Affirmation Budget. I did change it to Noteworthy Co. So this is the old design, but it still works just as great. But this is my $5. These white envelopes here are my loans. So I used to stuff these rigorously. Now I just have an extra debt envelope, but I don't want to get rid of them, so they're in here. So I have my mom's loan, credit card, and student loans. I would stuff them all the time, and then, you know, things changed and I just ended up putting the extra debt envelope because I wanted to just focus on one. These are my 1 month ahead envelopes. I break them down by expenses, but as of right now, we're just focusing on one savings account, getting that built up first, and then we'll work on the 1 month ahead. As for the sides, I didn't even go over the sides. I think I took a lot of these out when I switched the binders, but this one I never switched out. I love the way this looks. I think it looks so just clean, but I'll just go over this very briefly. So I have a Star Notes tracker in here. It basically tracks all the Star Notes that I've collected. My goal is to get at least one of each and I'll be good. I'll be set. And then I'll probably stop collecting them after. I think they're just so cool. Old bills. That's what the old bills envelope, but this is a tracker, so I keep this in here just so I can kind of see what I've gotten so far. It's so sad. I know it only has 2, but we're getting there. We'll find another one eventually. Savings challenges. I like to update this one with the current amount of what's in my savings challenges, especially the 100 envelope. This one gets filled not quite often, but when it does, you can see the little mark here. It is reusable, so I just use alcohol and I wipe it off and I just rewrite it. And this is any important notes. I just write on here sometimes when I put in $1 and I don't have time to put in the little tracker. Sometimes I just shove it in there. I just write on here, fill in $2 circles or whatever it is, just so I don't forget. And then this is just a little, it's kind of like a little affirmation card. I just stuck it in here. Sorry. I keep going out of view. And my last binder / wallet, I'm going to go through, well, not / wallet, it is a wallet. This is my trifold wallet. Let me get rid of these receipts so it looks a little bit more clear to you guys. So this is my receipt envelope. I collect receipts to scan in my Fetch Rewards app. If you don't know what that is, it's an app that you scan receipts in and you get points and you can exchange those for gift cards. So that is why I have a receipt envelope. I don't just shove them in my pockets. You can see it's a bit worn out because I use this one a lot, and it was one of the first ones I've ever created. So it's very, very old. I do have to relaminate it so it can, yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't, I manhandle this one like crazy. So yeah. Gas, I stuff my wallet weekly. So this one has $80. I just did a cash stuffing. So that's what this one is for. Groceries, again, whenever I have to go to the grocery store, grab a few things. Eating out, self-explanatory. Just, you know, when we go out to eat. Spending, this is my own spending money. So remember when I went to my low priority and I gave myself $100? So now for this week, I gave myself $25. So I basically just cut that $100 into 4, and I have 25 for the week. Nail salon, that's a given. Whenever I go to the nail salon, I stuff this envelope. Kindness, any tips that I want to give? Oops, oh my gosh, I got stuck. Any tips that I want to give for, you know, at Starbucks or when I get my nails done. Yeah. Just in case is kind of like a miscellaneous buffer envelope. I use it just in case I need $1, just in case I need $5, just in case I, you know, just in case. So it always has like 10 bucks in it, $5, a $5 bill and a couple ones, just to act as like a buffer. Checking account deposit. So whenever I'm doing a cash unstuffing, I have a bank account for my bills and for my checkings account. My bills account is where all my bills get deducted from. So if I ever use a credit card, or if I am going, basically for like a credit card, I would put the money into that envelope instead of my checking account envelope. The bill will just immediately be taken out of there. I can't transfer it over. Like, let's say if I deposit into checkings, I can't just transfer it over because they're different banks. It also comes with a deposit slip. So my deposit slip breaks it down from date, the amount, the reason. So let's say I paid my gas with my debit card. I would write the date, the amount. So let's say it's like $32, and I would put gas. So I know why I'm putting money into this envelope. And then I have a little check mark to when I deposited it and the dates. So that way, when I'm looking back into this, I can tell myself like, oh, did I deposit that gas money? And I can look back at my deposit slip and, you know, yes, I did. Same thing for my bills account. I just deposited some money, so I'll show you how this looks. Again, this is just for my credit card usage only. So I used my Bank of America to buy Starbucks, and it was $10. And the only reason I did that was because I had to reload it and I accidentally clicked this card. I paid my PO box, which was $72, but I used this because they wanted something over the phone, and that was the only card that I had on my hand. And I used household, and I made a payment of $133. So that is how I use that. And I should have check marked these because I did make the deposit. So I'll just check mark it really quick. I just do it like that. And then I haven't made the payment yet, so I won't check mark that. And then you can just put the date, and the date was, you know, yesterday. So, and that is that, guys. I know this video was long. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end. If you're still here, I really appreciate it. I know it was very long and probably, I don't know if it's boring, but I hope you guys were entertained. But if you did make it to the end, thank you. I really appreciate it, you guys. And just remember, find your reason, don't give up, and everything will fall into place. I feel as if I should explain that saying, as we are explaining everything in this video. Hi everyone, jumping in at the end of this video to kind of explain why I say what I say at the end of every video. So I am a firm believer in finding your reason why. Finding your reason why in life, in something specific, whatever it may be. When you find that reason why, the how, the where, the when, all of that will fall into place. Because you have your reason why, it'll drive you. It'll drive you so far to the point where you didn't even think what you thought could happen would be possible. It's the best feeling in the world once you have accomplished what you want to accomplish when you didn't even think it was possible in the first place. So, with that being said, find your reason, don't give up, and everything will fall into place. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. She doesn't want to be here. She doesn't want to be held. No, you have to act like you want to be here. Act like you love me for a quick second.